What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 43 of Reality Wrasslin and episode 421 of CMV overall, as we are here for another action-packed show as always. Good to be back. I feel like I'm away from expect to kick it off the show here. We have got some singles action coming y'all's way. Oh, and there's some lag already. Rip in peace. Hopefully just that little spike there, but you know what I did is I turned the quality back up because I was feeling pretty confident after the last couple of streams haven't had lag. Can already sense that was a mistake. Might have to stop the stream and turn down the quality again, but we'll wait and see first. Let's hear today, guys, on Reality Wrasslin number 43. Our main events going to be a Rising Star Championship match. JT Fury, unbeaten, challenges the current champion, of course, RJPW's own, the meaner than mean, Matseo Yume, in his second defense with the gold. Of course, remember, he retained back at Validation, using that champion's advantage because technically he lost the match. Black Gale won by countout, but Yume able to retain the gold. I don't think George King should get a rematch once he loses the European title, to be honest. I think Jamal should just get it right away. But kicking off tonight, guys, we have got the Ballers Club in action, or more specifically, Chase Henderson there on the right as his tag team partner, Rob Cross, will be joining him. Rob Cross, of course, alongside Chris Diamond, coming off a tag team victory earlier this week on Fusion. They defeated Matt Devious and light heavyweight champion Ryan Kent. We know that this Sunday, guys, at Sacrifice, Chris Diamond will be involved in a triple threat match for the light heavyweight title against Devious and, of course, the champion Kent. That is this Sunday, though, guys, live from Toronto, Ontario. Up north, the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view Sacrifice with some huge matches on the card. We know in the main event, Andrew Briggs, the King of the Ring winner, challenges Hayden for the Undisputed Championship. We know that Bison will be taking on the returning Schmitty inside of Hell in a Cell and much more. As here comes Chase Henderson's opponent for today's show. The big man in red rum. Six-man tag team action coming up later on in the card, guys. Johnny Vegas gonna team with Blake Virtue and Christ to take on newcomer Party Scotty B, newcomer Brooklyn, and Twisted. I wouldn't say you're cooler than a cucumber, Soul, you know. I'd say you're as cool as an ice pack, you know. Pyro guy a little bit earlier there, setting off Red Rum's explosion. But here we go, guys. Chase Henderson of the Ballers Club taking on Big Red Rum. One-on-one, Poe rings that bell. Chase Henderson, of course, try to end things with that bridging armbar of his, whereas Red Rum and CMV is yet to get a victory. I believe last time we saw him, he was defeated at the hands of Damien. Yeah, so once we find out whoever's champion after the main event, you can go ahead and post a sacrifice card if you want to, whenever you want. We just got to find out who will walk out today as Rising Star champion, because it has been announced, guys, that RGP will challenge whomever is champion this Sunday on the Sacrifice pre-show. The unbeaten Roderick G. Polarman knocking off Metseo Yum on last week's Genesis to earn the opportunity, but he might be facing JT Fury should he become champion in tonight's main event. Nice flapjack there off the Fireman's Carry, and now Red Rum into a pin. Poe gonna make the count, only a 1 though. Overhand punch tonight, guys. We also see Dallas Chandler returning to action. We haven't seen him since his loss to Eric Skarsgård a couple weeks ago here on Reality Wrestling. He'll be taking on one half of High Voltage. And Joe Gates is, what a punch there by Red Rum. Going to send Chase Henderson reeling. Referee Poe stopping Double R there from going to collect Henderson. Now Chase going for a ride. Guillotine on that top rope right there. Oh, and speaking of the Rising Star Championship, here's a tweet, guys, from the champ. Metseo Yum says, of course translated from Japanese as usual, says, "The man who arrives is swimming in confidence, thinking he can defeat me, but the same confidence will be his downfall as I use my hands to force him to drown in the same confidence that he swims in." Metseo Yum with some strong words there for his challenger later on tonight, JT Fury. Fury, of course, on Twitter just earlier today said, "As good as mine." Fury currently unbeaten, been very impressive in his CMV career so far, but Yum doesn't seem too impressed. We know that Yum despises being here in CMV and despises that Rising Star Championship, but he said earlier this week on Fusion that that piece of trash is his piece of trash. Nice neck breaker there, simple but effective by Red Rum. Now code breaker by the big man, double knees to the face. Gonna take him down as Rum to the corner, right in front of Rob Cross, pandering to the CM Universe with a huge roar. Henderson back to his feet on spaghetti legs though. Red Rum with a snap suplex. Textbook execution right there. And now perhaps Rum has had enough and is gonna look to finish things off. Chase Henderson could be in big time trouble, guys. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Got the armor on the throat? Is it a torture rack being applied? A modified torture rack by Red Rum here. Looking to force Chase Henderson to submit, but Henderson does not do so, hanging in there. No submission, but Red Rum using dirty heel tactics. Gonna look to try to get the pin. Ref doesn't see it. And Red Rum's gonna steal it. Chase Henderson refusing to submit to that modified torture rack. But it seems like it took enough out of him, and that combined with the dirty heel pin is enough to get Red Rum his first victory in CMV. It's not often we actually see a dirty pin actually work in a superstar's favor. This was nasty. I'm surprised Henderson didn't tap out to that, but by the end, he was unconscious. And there you see it right there, the end of this matchup. Red Rum putting his feet on the middle rope for leverage, and Chase Henderson caught in a bad situation. Poe not seeing it. And as Red Rum celebrates this victory, guys, now a tweet from Ray Furioso, also translated from Japanese. He says, "A threat should never be spoken. Your enemy should not be told your intentions. Either take decisive action or refrain from it, but never threaten." So Ray Furioso sending some shots at Metseo Yum. We know that Furioso has been gunning for that Rising Star title as of late. Of course, he's a former Rising Star champion. Ray Furioso, though, he qualified a challenge for the Rising Star Championship is diminishing. Been in CMV about 5 months, 5.5 months or so. Whoa, wait a minute. Is this Big Crim making an appearance on Reality Wrasslin? Big Crim with this once in a lifetime appearance, and nobody's here to see it because it's Reality Wrestling. We haven't seen Dave Turner since he lost to John Reed back at Validation. But we are about to see a man who has defeated Dave Turner, the genetic perfection at Dallas Steel. Ladies and gentlemen, taken to the ring, returning for the first time since he lost to Eric Skarsgård some weeks ago. Suffering his first defeat in CMV, now looking to bounce back as he takes on one half of High Voltage and Joe Gates. High Voltage, of course, set for action tomorrow on Genesis. Then we took it on Brule, Dule Zaire, and Burn Angel. So Joe Gates looking for a bit of momentum for he and Kobayashi, but severely outmatched here. He's got that agility advantage. Chandler, bigger and stronger. Ray Furioso, guys, of course, just got that tweet from him. He's actually going to be in action in our Coleman event later on, taking on Jack Dialop. First time we're going to see Furioso in action in a good couple of weeks. I think the last time we saw him was in that number one contenders battle royal, the top of last month. So he's had a good amount of time off, but now he's back. And there he is, the genetic perfection. He calls himself Dallas Chandler, ladies and gentlemen. He and Eric Skarsgård were at each other's throats for weeks. They finally had an epic collision in the main event of Reality Wrestling some weeks ago. What a war it was. They beat the hell out of each other. Unfortunately for Chandler, Eric Skarsgård stood tall in the end. But now Chandler's back and looking to get back to his winning ways. Reason that he calls himself the genetic perfection. This guy is jacked to the gills. Oh, another tweet, guys. This time from Harvey Hastings. The United States champion says, "You miss such a bland act. Why do Americans worship these Japanese wrestlers when they are all so bland? Watch some German wrestling." Harvey Hastings sending shots. Of course, Hastings prepares to enter the Ultimate Sacrifice match this Sunday at Sacrifice, putting his United States title on the line. He'll be up against Azrael, Miles Kelly, and Paul Devine, all putting something on the line as they compete for a world championship opportunity at the next Genesis exclusive pay-per-view, Dark Carnival. Of course, guys, a cheeky little announcement that the Sunday after CyberSlam, so 3 weeks from this Sunday, will be the third annual CMV Tag Team Cup. We return to Tokyo, Japan, a Fusion exclusive event. Looking forward to that, no doubt. But of course, we got to get past this Sunday Sacrifice pay-per-view first. Here we go. Dallas Chandler ready to go as he beckons out Joe Gates. Hey, what up, Suntan? Nice to have you. As High Voltage, of course, since returning to CMV. These guys competed way back when in Season 3 of CMV, making their return just a couple of weeks ago. They had a short little feud with Christ, and Christ kind of got the better of them as he and Johnny Vegas knocked these two off. Also suffering a defeat at the hands of Ortiz and Scott on last week's Reality Wrestling. These guys, no doubt, are looking for some wins. Like I said, tomorrow night they're set to take on Brule in tag team action. But here, this is just Joe Gates, the man to the left, in action. Kobayashi just going to be ringside for that emotional support. See how these two styles collide. Oh, it didn't have the music checked off there, rip in peace. Dallas Chandler having the size and strength advantage as he immediately mows down Joe Gates, who's going to have the agility here. The question is, can he put that to use to try to defeat the Genetic Perfection? Able to escape the head scissors. There's those big meaty thighs. Nice arm drag though. Firing back Chandler with a front headlock, then a European uppercut. Wait a minute. Dallas Chandler with the Genetic downfall already. About 20 seconds into this match. Chandler making sure there's no rope breaks. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Dallas Chandler not playing around today. Bouncing back from his loss to Skarsgård, putting down poor Joe Gates in 30 seconds tops. Mamma mia. What a win for the Genetic Perfection. Showing us how it's done. Joe Gates not even standing much of a chance. Kobayashi like standing by in pure shock. Dallas Chandler, man, tearing through the Genesis roster. Kobayashi's like, no, it didn't happen. Not possible. Dallas Chandler, ladies and gentlemen, something else, truly. Oof. A little bit of a wee itch here. All right, guys. The action continues next here on Reality Wrasslin, episode 43. 6-man tag team matchup at a take to the ring. As we see it, Johnny Vegas and Christ once again teamed together. I just went over that during the last match. They knocked off High Voltage some weeks ago, joined by Blake Virtue as they take on the team of newcomers Party Scotty B, Brooklyn, and Twisted. Last week's main event of Reality Wrestling, Brooklyn went to Rice. It was the great and powerful one, though, who would end up remaining unbeaten in the end. This, of course, was after Christ cost Brooklyn a defeat the week prior to Blake Virtue by causing a distraction. Party Scotty B debuting loud of a match against Twisted. Afterwards, the two shook hands, showing respect. Now, we'll see if they can work together to try and thwart the opposing. Still to come, of course, guys. Up next after this in our co-main event, Jack Dialop going to take on the returning Ray Furioso. Then in our main event, the Rising Star Championship on the line. The unbeaten JT Fury challenging the champion at Seoyum. The winner will head into this Sunday, the Sacrifice pre-show, to defend the title against RGP. A lot of intertwining personal beef between these 6 superstars. See which team has the upper hand. Earlier this week on Fusion Man Tag Team matchup, and the losing team didn't even get to see Seth Royce or Ryan Riley tagged in. Kevin Silva took the quickness. Hopefully it doesn't go this way. And this matchup. All right, here we go. Let's get it on. Woo! My voice is still a little bit. My voice just started to get better. Still a little bit raspy, though. Can't fully do a good woo. But here he comes, the CMV veteran. And Johnny Vegas, who has had less than a stellar season so far, just coming off a loss on last week's Genesis to the returning Luke Swanson. One of the few victories Vegas has this season was teaming with Christ to defeat High Voltage. So we'll see if they can work together successfully once again here today. Yeah, my voice will probably be destroyed by a Genesis tomorrow. So I'll go into sacrifice. Hopefully with a alright voice though. Just gotta drink a lot of that warm water, you know? Gotta be tip-top shape for that Harvey Hastings match, you know? Here he comes, the rookie Blake Virtue, upsetting Brooklyn a couple of weeks ago, handing the Gucci-wearing superstar his first defeat here in CMV. Of course, that was thanks to a little distraction by Christ. Blake Virtue can't take all the credit. Virtue, though, definitely an impressive competitor. Debuting towards the start of this season. Virtue, if he could just get a couple of wins together, could very well see himself finally move up. Maybe get a match on Genesis he has yet to. Oh, the athleticism right there. Blake Virtue, of course, wielding that devastating maneuver and the gory neckbreaker, Widowmaker, if you will. That is a nasty move that you certainly do not want to get checked with. As last but not least, it is the great and powerful Christ, currently unbeaten still after taking one hell of a whooping at the hands of Brooklyn in last week's main event, but was able to persevere through the pain and grab the victory. This guy, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-important, but one hell of a competitor. He's big, strong, mean. And Harry. Can't forget Harry. And there we have it, rounding off the first team here. Johnny Vegas, Blake Virtue, and Christ, as they take on, already getting that fan support, ladies and gentlemen, Party Scotty B, making his way out from the back. Non-stop fiesta for the young blood. Like I said, put out one hell of a performance last week in his debut, and he and Twisted shook hands, a good sign of sportsmanship. Tonight, Scotty looking for his first W. The fans in the arena on their feet. Wait. Look at these moves. You think he's going to go into the ring? Look at those hips. They don't lie. Where's Jacob Siegel when you need him? Loving it. Of course, Party Scotty B hoping for some momentum here today, because tomorrow he has got quite the hill to climb. On Genesis, he's set to make his main card debut, taking on the unbeaten Viking, Eric Skarsgård. That will be no easy task for the party hard competitor. Look at these moves. Woo! You always think he's about to do a split, but then he jukes you. This first partner out here, guys, going to be none other than the Gucci wearing Brooklyn. That's right, he dresses in that best Prada, but he also can deliver in the ring these past couple of weeks, hitting a bit of a losing streak. And that's thanks to Christ. Looking to finally get one up over his foe with the help of Scotty being Twisted. Quite a tandem here. Party Scotty B bringing the charisma, Brooklyn bringing his striking, and Twisted, of course, a luchador. That high-flying aspect. This could be one hell of a team. Of course, Vegas, Virtue, and Christ ain't nothing to shake your head at either. Woo. Everybody but these flips in this match can't handle it. And finally, my friends, going to be Twisted, making his way to the ring. Twisted grabbing himself a good amount of wins this season. Recently coming off victories over John Reed, and last week handing Scotty B that L in his debut. Fisher needs to come back to stop all this high flying, you know. Twisted and Party Scotty B showed that respect to each other last week. See if they can keep it up and work together here today, though. 6-man tag team match. Of course, it's first team to get pinfall or submission in the ring that will be victorious. Hey, what up, tribe? I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Happy to have you in here. Oof. I'm kind of struggling to remember which call is yours, though. So many WGW guys, you know. Oof. Are you Virtue? Are you Virtue's guy? No, you're Rob Cross. Rob Cross, right? I'm trying over here, you know. I already have a terrible memory. You throw in all the WGW guys coming over and you just instantly lose me. Here we go up to the second turnbuckle. Johnny Vegas starting things off against the rookie Party Scotty being a beautiful double bounce cross body. Yeah, we actually just saw Rob Cross. He was ringside for Chase Henderson at the top of this show. Of course, Chase Henderson took the defeat at the hands of Red Rum. Vegas currently is all over Scotty B, trying to use that veteran instinct of his to quell the young blood. But there we go. Nice clothesline right into the corner. Going to squash him like a bug. Now looking to break through for a stomp to the chest, but tripped up. Might have chipped a tooth as his face smacked off that canvas. Grabbing him by the arm and the leg. What is he doing? Tag to Blake Virtue. Stomp the lower back. Party Scotty B looking up at the lights. Playing possum though. Nice arm drag there. Going to put Virtue down on one knee. Twisted playing the part of cheerleader right now. Beautiful single leg drop kick. Virtue right up to the top rope. High flying ability on display with a nice elbow drop. And then Virtue feeling good about himself right now. Spent a little bit less time taunting and mocking his opponent though, trying to finish things off. Might be why Virtue has struggled to get wins this season. Very egotistical. Look at that. Taking out 2 with 1. Johnny Vegas knocked off the apron. as Party Scotty B uses the opening to tag in Brooklyn. Versatile striker. Getting clocked, though. Doesn't phase him. Fireman's carry going to send Virtue right overhead. Drops him on his ass. Ooh, double knee backstabber. Gonna send Pain shooting up and down that spine, no doubt about it. Oh, yeah? Excited to see him. Look at this now. Brooklyn just looking to drive his Gucci boots or Gucci sneakers. I don't know. I'm not a fancy kind of guy. I wouldn't know about these things. Scoop slam attempt, drops down behind Brooklyn. Nice neck breaker right there. You know, Brooklyn would love to get a win back here from Virtue after getting screwed, because it looked like Brooklyn was closing in on the win over Blake. But Christ's interference made sure that didn't happen. Super kick, well dodged. Now look at that, you blink and miss it. Slaps and forearm smashes and that spinning soul kick. Million miles a minute. The speed of Brooklyn is incredible. Now a jawbreaker, and there's that bicycle knee that he has taken out many opponents with. That's going to be a rope break, though. Yeah, lucky placing there for Virtue. Now Brooklyn tagging back in. Party Scotty B looking to prey on the insurance. Virtue just stomps on Virtue's head, then tags into, then tag into Brooklyn. Here we go. Tags for days. Up to the top rope. Goes Brooklyn up high, perch, taking a risk. Body splash pays off nicely. Virtue getting that work hard right now. He has got to make a tag. Getting dragged by the arms placed in the center of the ring, holding his foot right to the back of Blake's head and stomping on. Jeez. Doesn't get much more straightforward than just stomping on your opponent's head. Looking to deal massive damage. Look at that. Virtue, though, still keeping his head above the water. And here's what he actually used to knock off Brooklyn 2 weeks ago. Nasty combination. Finished with a knee to the side of the head. Now lying in wait. And Blake Virtue looks for that gory neckbreaker. The Widowmaker. Into the pin. 1, 2. But only a 2 count. Brooklyn able to keep his head above the water. 2.999. What up, Deadpool? Great. Deadpool the Great, rather. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to CMV and Reality Wrestling edition number 43. As now we get a tag to the great and powerful Christ. Getting his hands on Brooklyn once again. Savagery. Knee up to the chest. Brooklyn. He's feeding foaming at the mouth right now. There we go again with that wicked combination. The big old forearm smash. Just gonna rock Christ back to another dimension. Camel clutch. Thought he was gonna try to apply a camel clutch there, but instead just forearm smashes right across the forehead. Vertical base. Brooklyn with an Irish whip. Christ going for a ride into the corner. Brooklyn perhaps looking for a tag here, and he's gonna get one off to Twisted. A little bit of teamwork. Snapmare. Catapult and a Meteora. Wow. What teamwork right there. Beautiful combination. Those two might make a good tandem. But Christ with a nasty DDT. Just gonna pile drive. Twisted head first right down into the mat. Counters the Irish whip, though, now out of the corner of the luchador. Twisted trying to maintain control, but the big man has him in a last call position. Just carrying around like a child. Wasted too much time, though. Couple of elbows to the side of the head. Going to break himself free. Now Twisted with a hook to the jaw from behind. Back suplex. Elbow drop clean across the chest. Simple but effective. Now grabbing him by the hair. Brings him to a vertical base. Looking for a Emerald Flosion. You don't see those too often. Misses the stomp. Christ back to his feet, shaking the cobwebs. Oh, but a brain buster. Gonna connect flush. Yeah, we just saw him earlier today. Open up the show ringside for Chase Henderson. Also got a victory earlier this week on a fusion snap German suplex. Man, Christ does not waste any time. Hot tag there to Johnny Vegas. Here comes the veteran. Clothesline countered into a waist side slam. That didn't go the way Vegas wanted it to. Now lining up the shot. Twisted with a super kick. Right on the button. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Vegas able to get his shoulder up off the mat just in the nick of time. Now Twisted. Firmly in control. You see Christ on the outside trying to get back up to his feet. Going after that arm. Look how Vegas has his boot right to the side of Twisted's head, trying to pull the shoulder right out of the socket. Oh, Johnny Vegas looking to take the youngin' old school. Walking on the tightrope. What precision, what focus. Gets the punch right to the back of the head. Yeah, we got more WGW guys in action still in our co-main event. Up next, Jack Dialop, former Rising Star champion, takes on another former Rising Star champion and the returning Rey Furioso. Then in our main event, of course, the Rising Star title on the line as here comes Party Scotty B, head full of steam, fire under his ass, couple of clotheslines, keeps going, baby, and a third one to bring it all together. Scotty B feeling good about himself right now. Out of the corner, rallying the CMV universe. Oh, what a punch! No! Deflected, countered, caught just in the nick of time by Vegas. Elbow stamp right to the top of the noggin. Now Vegas, vintage Vegas, using the ropes. Catapult vertical suplex. And Party Scotty B in big time trouble. Hooks the leg. There's Johnny Boy. 1, 2, 3, and Vegas nabs the win as Virtue takes out Brooklyn. Johnny Vegas quelling the momentum of Party Scotty B there, catching him with that slingshot vertical suplex to knock off the newcomer. Scotty B's run of, well, the opposite of luck. Drawing a blank right now. Gonna continue. Of course, he has to take on Eric Skarsgård tomorrow night on Genesis. Virtue, though, continuing to climb up the rankings, looking good these past couple of weeks, while Brooklyn once more suffers at the hands of Christ. What a win for these three, though. All right, here we go, guys. Co-main event time. Still to come in our main event. The CMV Rising Star Championship will be decided when the unbeaten JT Fury looks for his first taste of gold in his CMV career, taking on Seo Yum. We know that the winner of that will head on to this Sunday, the Sacrifice pre-show, to defend the title against RGP. RGP getting the shot after defeating Seo Yum in a non-title match on last week's Genesis. Well, 2 weeks ago, actually, that was. No, that was last week. Hey, what up, Babs? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Welcome just in time for Jack Dialop to be in action. You know, Rising Star title on the line in our main event. But first, two former Rising Star champions going at it. It was indeed a Gucci match. We might get a rematch should you managed to retain against Fury. I'd certainly like to see that, but man, Fury been on a roll. I got a feeling it's going to be a great match next to our main event, but this one could be equally as great, has the chance to be. Columbus been doing pretty good. Last time we saw him was Validation last Sunday, part of that big 8-man elimination tag. And we got Dave Daniels here. Of course, the tag team partner, these two forming the pros. He's just out here for that emotional support, though. Dial-Up losing the Rising Star Championship to Maseo Yum during the King of the Ring special event last month. We know that he wants to get back on the track to become a 2-time Rising Star champion. But his opponent tonight, the returning Rey Furioso, also has that same goal in mind. Rey Furioso doesn't have a whole lot of time, though. 5.5 months he's been in CMV, and we know that superstars can only qualify for the Rising Star title if they've been in CMV for 6 months or under. Furioso. Both these guys coming at each other, and both men wielding devastating submission maneuvers in their arsenals. We haven't seen Furioso since the top of last month. He was a part of that 10-man number one contender, or 8-man rather, number one contenders battle royal. So he's had a good amount of time off. That could mean ring rust. That Dial-Up could try to capitalize on. Not a big fan, Tribe, eh? Not a big fan of Dial-Up, it seems. Here we go, Poe gonna ring that bell. Punch to the back of the head now. Dial-Up with a stomp to the quad from behind. Things getting started real quick between these two as Furioso hitting every turnbuckle face first on the way down. That's going to wake him up if he wasn't snapped into reality already. Is there a dragon gimmick? There's a man known as the Dragon Slayer, Matsuda Tanaka, over on Genesis. He's in action tomorrow night, actually. We'll take it on Reese Matthews. This fight already making its way to the outside of the ring. Count of 3 by Poe with that quickness. Dave Daniels keeping his distance. He knows that if he tries to get involved, could risk a disqualification. The coach coming off a win some weeks ago. Out here tonight, though, just in support. No problem, Babs. No problem. Count of 6. Is this going to go to a double count out? No, Furiosa going to make sure that does not happen. This could be a great win for either man to knock off a former Rising Star champion. As I said, both guys want to get back at that championship. Yeah, Joey Bacon eats dragons, more like. Not even a 1 count there for the Japanese legend. Get a big old crack to the jaw with a forearm smash. Dial-Up, like I said, both these guys wielding devastating submission maneuvers in their arsenal. Dial-Up with that octopus stretch, and of course Furioso, beautiful little freaking vertical suplex, just dropping him halfway through. Furioso firing back with a Hurricane Rana. Furioso, that Totoro Fujiwara armbar of his, nearly ending the career of Brett Angel. Put Angel on the show for 4.5, 5 months. What up, Deadpool? Once again, welcome back. Rip in peace. I didn't even know there were logos missing. I thought that was just his attire. His pay-per-view attire has the logos on, I'm pretty sure, so that's weird. Furioso, not too sure what he's doing here. I thought he was maybe gearing up for a suicide dive or something, but it's just like, he's just in fighting stance. Oh. Misses the chop block, gets off the shin breaker though. Gonna take Furioso off his feet as he rebounds and ooh, nice knee. I'm gonna cross that mask. Hey, what up, Bateman? Big boy. My one and only. That's dope. That Dial-Op attempting a whack-looking body splash. Something that's getting into Furioso here. He is acting very strange. Could I update what? If the logos didn't load, then that means that they're just like, it's doing that thing where it just doesn't load the logos. I can copy the pay-per-view attire over to his main one. Superplex and not even finished. What strength by Dial-Op to then follow through with a Falcon Arrow. Incredibly impressive. The former Rising Star champion now with a springboard body splash, or rather, frog splash, I should say. And Furioso in all kinds of trouble right now. Oh, as we get my favorite submission ever, armbar leg lock combination being applied. Japanese legend be in big time trouble. I'm pretty good, Deadpool, my friend. I'm pretty good. Hope you're enjoying the show as Furioso guillotining that top rope. It has been all Dial-Op these past couple minutes. Furioso got to do something soon. As look at this, Jackie, Ty, and Furioso up into a ball. Ultimate sign of disrespect and embarrassment right up where the sun don't shine with a stiff boot. Yeah, logos on 2K have always been shoddy. Happens like randomly, just random times logos don't go through. But look at this right now, Furioso. He might be down, but he is not out. The Japanese sensation has Dial-Op to his feet. Irish Whipper to the corner, perhaps looking to mount a comeback and keep himself alive. Irish Whip, Dial-Op counters though. Furioso in the corner, double knees right to the face. Jack Dial-Op, ooh, now caught with a missile drop kick. Furioso's feeling it. The fans behind him in the corner. Big old forearm smash, gonna crack that jaw. As now Furioso looks to continue the assault, but Dial-Op's had quite enough. Pushed him to the center of the ring, only to get kicked to the gut and a sunset flip powerbomb. Picture perfect. Is that supposed to be like code, Suntan? Is that your way of telling me that Silva's returning? But where's Cameron? Now Furioso. No! Furioso perhaps going to break the arm of Dial-Op as he snaps it right over the knees. That is a surefire way of injuring an opponent. Furioso with no shits given, but only a 2 count to his chagrin. But Furioso now in control has completely turned things around. Not for long. It's looking like Dial-Op to his feet with a European uppercut. Dave Daniels cheering him on. Goes for a drop kick to the knee. Drop kick attempted by Furioso. Both missing each other. Now an arm drag. The Japanese sensation thrown overhead with the fireman's carry. 1999. Reversal fest ensuing. Who's going to get the upper hand? Both men looking for that victory to get themselves back on track with the Rising Star title. Spanish Fly. Furioso now backing up into the corner, lining up his shot. Looking to lock in that Fujiwara armbar, but no. Deflected, countered by Dial-Op and a forearm smash. Neither man able to maintain control. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Furioso once again downrange. There we go. Tilt-a-whirl. Fujiwara locked in. Fujiwara armbar locked in. The maneuver that nearly ended the career of Bird Angel. Dial-Op trying to crawl to the ropes, trying desperately to save himself. Oh, but Furioso letting go and Dial-Op rolling to the outside of the ring. Mercy shown by Furioso, or perhaps just not to continue holding in the submission. Either way, Dial-Op survives the pain. And now, ooh! Slamming Furioso chest first off the apron. That's where all the hardest parts of the ring converge. And what the hell is this? Dial-Op, what a punch it! Out of the corner. In La La Land is Ray Furioso as Dial-Up takes a moment to recollect himself on the outside, wiping the sweat from his face. Now Dial-Up back into the ring. What a thrilling match this has been, but it might be about to come to an end. There it is, octopus stretch, locked in. The maneuver that won him the Rising Star title. Will it be enough to defeat Furioso here? Or can Furioso survive? Can he find a way to escape? No, Dial-Up, let's go. Both of these men getting their signature submissions locked in, but both being forced to let them go as the other refuses it. Wow. Bless up, Deadpool. I appreciate that, my friend. Many thank yous. Glad you're enjoying the show. Only a 2 count there, and Furioso starting to argue with referee Poe right now. Argue, I should say, with referee Poe as he goes to the second turnbuckle. Elbow drop right across the throat. I said this had the potential to be a great matchup, and it has certainly delivered. Both these men so intent on getting the Rising Star title back. Look at the strength shown now by Dial-Up. Power slam into the corner, then to the center of the ring to the second turnbuckle now. Dial-Up looking to fly as he beckons for Furioso to get to his feet. Oh, and a chop right to the top of the head. Lateral press, center of the ring. Will this be enough? Not hooking the legs. That'll be a mistake. Only a 2 count. Dave Daniels got to be getting tired of standing around. Legs got to be hurting right now. Should have taken a seat over here. Snapmare. Late into this matchup. Both men tired. Both men have already tried to finish things off with their patented submission maneuvers, and it wasn't enough. But once again to the corner, Jack Dial-Up rallying. The fans split down the middle between these two. Another puncha. No, this time countered. This time Rey Furioso saw it coming. And now Furioso with a back suplex. Dial-Up right down onto his neck. Furioso with a stomp down onto the arm. Oh, the Japanese legend. Once again to the other arm this time. Gonna snap it clean over their knees. And if that arm didn't get broken the first time, it very well could be now. And Furioso going to put an exclamation point on that Fujiwara armbar. Once again, cinched in tight. Right there on the ropes. Can Dial-Up survive long enough, though? Yes, he gets to the ropes. This matchup going to continue. Dial-Up fighting through the pain to make it to the bottom rope and free himself. Rey Furioso had no choice but to let go. They don't have to hold it for a certain amount of time. The rule is that if a Rising Star champion can retain their title twice, they can then cash it in for a mid-card title shot. So if Masao Yum retains up next to our main event against JT Fury, he can then cash in the title if he wants to for a United States title match. He obviously wouldn't qualify for the light heavyweight title. He's a thick boy. But that's only if Yum can retain up next. JT Fury looking to become Rising Star champion, running the ropes now. Jack Dial-Up decides to do a little bit of training. State of position, man. What a match this has been. This is actually surprising me with how good these two are fucking going at it. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors now. And in control is Furioso. Snapmare. Reverse chin lock applied. Reaching the end of this matchup. Both men exhausted. And Furioso is going to get a little bit of energy back in the tank. But Dial-Up breaking out of the hold. Couple of elbows to the midsection. Kick to the gut though. Goes for a hook to the jaw. Forearm smash instead. Dial-Up now shoots in. Scoop slam. Nope. Rey Furioso's not having it. The reversal fest continues. Neck breaker. Hooks that leg. But only a 2 count. Furioso with his hands on his hips like, goddamn motherfucker, what do I gotta do? Dial-Up back to his feet. Jawbreaker, slap right across the face. The ultimate show of disrespect right there, and a right down the back. Dirty heel tactics unfolding. Another release. Vertical suplex just dropping him like a sack of stone. And once again, Dial-Up eyeing the prize. There it is. Octopus stretch cinched in. Can Furioso survive? Once again, can he fight through the pain? Or will he be forced to tap? No! Furioso submits, and Dial-Up dropping down to one knee What a battle. What a war. Jack Dial-Up standing, well, not even standing. Holy camole. What a war. Dial-Up with the victory. Wait a minute. Dial-Up, no. Dial-Up wanted to make sure everybody knows his intentions, that he wants that Rising Star title. Now putting the beat down on Furioso. Post-match Poe trying to maintain control. Get the hell out of here. Dial-Up beat down the defenseless Furioso. Ooh. Quick drink of water before we get into our main event of the evening here on Reality Wrasslin number 3. J2 Fury currently unbeaten, incredibly impressive since arriving in CMV. Now looks to win his first championship. In order to do so, he's got to get past the big, mean Matseo Yume, who despises the fact that he's being forced to compete here in CMV as a part of the partnership between RJPW and CMV. He despises that Rising Star title, but as he said earlier this week on Fusion, it's his piece of trash and nobody else's. But on Twitter, JT Fury said he's ready to win that title, that his championship is as good as his. And as announced earlier tonight, guys, we know that the winner of this matchup will head into this Sunday, the Sacrifice pre-show, to defend the gold against RGP. Roderick Pullerman defeating Matseo Yume in a non-title match last week to earn that opportunity. So JT Fury, guys, if he's victorious here, he'll have to put the title on the line, put it in jeopardy just 4 days after. Look at that. JT Fury bringing out the new duds for this big, big, big opportunity. Like I said, this kid has super impressed me since arriving on the scene. And obviously, General Manager Johnny Sampson to get this opportunity. Currently sitting pretty at 4-0. Will it be 5-0? And will we have a new Rising Star champion? RGP, no doubt, has a close eye on this one. Like I said earlier, I would love to see either match. RGP and Matseo Yume, man, they put on a 5-star thriller last week, but I could see RGP and JT Fury putting on one hell of a bout as well. There'd be two unbeaten superstars going at it. That would definitely be interesting. JT Fury ready to go as he gonna stand face to face with this man, the big, the mean Matseo Yume, who again, as we just touched on a couple of minutes ago, if Yume does retain here in this matchup, he will then have the right to cash in the Rising Star title for a United States Championship opportunity. He retained the championship last Sunday at Validation, of course, using that champion's advantage, because technically Black Gale won the match via countout. But you can't win the title that way, so Yume was able to retain. Here we go. Main event time. And the CMV Rising Star title is to be decided The fans here live in attendance, letting their voices be heard, as there's the challenger, the unbeaten JT Fury, looking to continue his tear through the Fusion roster. Look at that. A final sign sent towards Masayo Yum, who's just staring back. Didn't face him at all. Look at that mean mug. Truly only a mother could love. With the Rising Star Championship draped over his shoulder. Look at that. No celebrating, no mocking, no pandering, nothing. Masayo doesn't give a goddamn about that championship. Doesn't give a damn about the fans of the locker room or CMV as a whole. But you know that that championship brings him a bigger paycheck. Poe gonna hold the championship up high for everybody to see. JT Fury, Masayo Yum ringing the bell, and here we go. Let's get it on. Who's going into Sacrifice this Sunday as the CMV Rising Star Champion? JT Fury just unloading on Yum, not even giving him a chance to breathe. Not an excellent start for the champion. We know that Masayo Yum comes from a Japanese background, part of that RJPW CMV partnership, and Yum is a dangerous, deadly striker. He won that title by nearly kicking Dialop's head off back at the King of the Ring special event. That's what JT Fury's got to be weary of. That's what he has got to look out for. If he gets caught with one of those kicks, it's going to be night-night. No championship for him. As Fury, using the ropes there to fling back Yum, and then a Lion Soul. Nice comment. Down on one knee, and a knife edge chop, gonna light up that chest like the 4th of July. And then a DDT to follow through. Springboard moonsault. JT Fury showcasing his agility in this matchup. First pinfall attempt of the bout, but only a 1 count. Testing the waters. Fury knows damn well that he's gonna need more than that, though, to put down the champ. Knife edge chop. Caught early, though. Irish whip gonna put Yum on the apron. Goes for a shoulder thrust. Instead gets a high kick right to the temple. Yum back into the ring, face to face. Gonna grab Fury by his head. Snapmare with aggression. Now put down side headlock. Back up to a vertical base. Breaks the side headlock now. Irish whip again out onto the apron. And Fury with a hook to the jaw wants to bring this fight to the outside, but he better be careful before he pulls a Black Gale. If he wins by countout, he will not win the championship. But look at this moonsault off the apron. Holy moly, guacamole. Now a couple of stomps to the back, scoop slam attempted, but Yum is a big boy. That's a lot of weight to carry. Able to drop down behind with a reverse DDT. Look at that spine buster on the outside. That hard concrete that lies beneath those thin pads. Count of 5, and we are getting into the deep end here. 6. Is Yum going to retain once again, using the champion's advantage? Or is he going to get this fight back in the ring? JT Fury with a punch in the gut. Misses a drop kick. Oh no. Count of 8, and look at that. Yum actually saving JT Fury, bringing this fight back into the squared circle, breaking the count. Look at the power of the champion with that deadlift back suplex. Now a lateral press. First pinfall attempt for Yum. Not even a 1 count. I guess Masayo Yum not wanting anybody to doubt him again, not wanting anybody to call it a fluke that he retained. But perhaps he made a mistake there as JT Fury with the roll through, but only to catch Yum off guard with a butterfly DDT. And now Fury ain't beating around the bush, lining up the shot for the big time. The 300-pounder over the shoulders, dropped into the TKO. New champion about to be produced. Middle of the ring, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. JT Fury arguing, or why can't I say arguing tonight? Arguing with official Poe. Thought that was a 3 count, but indeed it was not. Now Fury in the driver's seat, looks to keep it that way, but horribly miscalculated that forearm smash attempt. Now he's going to pay for it. Hume put him in a seated position. The champion, and look at that. A quick prayer said. Hume channeling all of his energy, but that's wrong time to do so. Should have done that before the match. Deep arm drag by Fury. Retakes control just like that, but not for long. Once more counters the scoop slam, reverse DDT. What a matchup this has been. Lateral press once again. Perhaps some desperation being shown by the champion. Once more, not even a 1 count, and Hume looks a bit miffed. Hands on his hips, goes for a headbutt. Looking to use his own noggin as a battering ram, but JT instead again with the catapult off the rope sends Hume flying into the center of the ring. Hooks that tree trunk of a leg, but only a 2 count for the challenger. Elbow right to the top of the head. Sharp as a knife. JT now has the 300-pounder on his shoulders. Into the corner off the turnbuckles, then to the center of the ring. Some power showcased by JT. Springboard moonsault. As if it came right out of the textbook. Picture perfect. Irish whip into the corner. JT barreling down his opponent. And out of the corner now with a guillotine. Beautifully put to use right there. Surprised Hume didn't get his head chopped off. Only a 2 count though. JT Fury has to continue to wonder what the hell he's got to do to put down the big man and win the Rising Star Championship. Hume though, big time trouble for JT. This is what Matseo used back in the King of the Ring tournament to win the Rising Star title. That final kick right to the side of the head. But Hume, not content that will be enough, instead lying in wait as he looks to take Fury for a elevator ride. 1, 2, no! Only the 2 count. Matseo Hume beside himself, but tries to get right back on the attack. JT is there to meet him. Snapmare. Both these men pulling out their big moves to try to finish things off, but it wasn't enough. What is it going to take? Who's walking out as Rising Star Champion, as JT busts wide open with an nasty knee. Now to the outside, Hume goes flying, taken out like the garbage. Fight continues on the outside, but Hume gonna bring things to the squared circle once again. The end is nigh. The question just remains, who is going to sacrifice to defend the Rising Star title against RGP? What a hard fight it's been so far. Look at this. JT once again with the roll-up. Could have gone for the pin. Instead, butterfly DDT. Hume stunned right now, and JT knows it. Ooh, nasty neck breaker. JT wasting time. If you ask me, he should have immediately gone for the pin. Now he's giving Hume a window. He's giving Hume a chance. Lateral press forearm right to the face. Tries to keep him down for the pin, but just a 1 count. Oh, JT! Fury! TKO a second time! Out of nowhere, catches Hume off guard. Hooks that leg. Could it be it? 1, 2! No! Are you kidding? Up to the second turnbuckle. With blood rushing down his forehead from that nasty gash. Forearm smash this time, gonna connect. Earlier, he horribly botched that. Down on one knee, and a bitch slap delivered by JT, then a DDT. Just gonna drill him. I got you, Chrissy. Knee smash to the gut. Might have cracked a rib. As now Hume, what is this? The big man with a waist side slam down onto the knee. Feeling good about himself. is the champion right now with good reason, as perhaps he might be closing in on retaining his title. The kick's deflected though, spinning fist, JT for a third time, roll through, butterfly DDT. Spikes him, making sure there's no rope breaks. Fury closing in on his first championship win. Uno, dos, but no tres. And Fury can't see and believe it, baffled, bamboozled. But now, in the center of the ring, you know what they say, the third time's the charm, and perhaps it will be, or maybe not. Counters the TKO, you with a back suplex. Now grabbing him by the ears, face to face, kicks out the leg, and the chest about to get lit up. Machine gun firing, these stiff kicks, and that final one gonna connect right to the side of the head. JT's head nearly sent up into the cheap seats, but deflects the elevator, I do believe. Clutch reversal right there by Fury, and now a desperation pin. Nothing more than that, hoping, praying it's enough, but it is not. These guys are tired, they're worn down. They have thrown some big shots at each other. What a hell of a bout this has been. Who is walking out as the Rising Star Champion? Lateral press. 1, 2, just a 2 count. And Hume, he's getting angry, starting to build up, about to unleash his Matseo Hume, and that is not good news if your name is JT Fury. German suplex, but not just one. Into a clothesline. That would make your mama jump up to her feet. 1, 2, just a 2 count. To the hard camera, Matseo can't believe it. But now, as he lies in wait, JT wobbles to his feet on spaghetti legs, and Hume looks to retain with a second elevator ride. 1, 2, 3, and Hume does just that still. The Rising Star Champion. What a battle, what a war that was. But Matseo Hume is still the Rising Star Champion. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Hume, a post-match beatdown. This is obviously a message to RGP. It wasn't enough for Hume to just retain his title. Had to put that in his Rising Star Championship and assaults the defenseless JT Fury after the bell rings and the match is over. But now we know this Sunday we get the rematch. RGP, Matseo Hume for the Rising Star Championship. And now that Hume was able to retain their guys, he now has the right to cash in that Rising Star title for a future United States Championship match. If Hume wants to, he could announce that he can induce the championship would be vacated and he wouldn't have to fight RGP this Sunday. If he wanted to. We'll have to wait to hear from Hume himself, though, what he has to say, if he'll be taking that route, or if he will face RGP this Sunday and try to get that win back from last week's Genesis. Oof. Need a win loyalty. Welcome, my friend. Nobody ever seen you in the chat before, but apparently you're a big RGP fan. With good reason. RGP been on a tear. I guess if Hume were to announce that he's cashing in the championship, someone else would have to be announced to take on RGP this Sunday for the vacant championship. But again, we'll have to, that's just speculation. We'll have to hear from Hume himself exactly how he's feeling. Win, if you would like to be a part of CMV, my friend, you are absolutely more than welcome. All you got to do is check out our website. There's a little bit more about us, !CMV, !join. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. All you got to do is join that, choose a username and a password. It takes just a couple of minutes. And then upload your call with hashtag CMV. And I will download them as soon as possible. But yes, we do indeed have our winner match. And just for Crizzy, it'll be a Fatal 4-way. Any news? Reese Ortiz has made a complete recovery. That's good news. You know what? Let's do an elimination Fatal 4-way too. Spice it up a little bit. Make it a bit spicy. Alright, let's see. Oh. I'm the big winner today, eh? Oh, big cop. Getting to pick someone. Ogon getting to pick someone. Oh. Do you have to be in the thing? What does that mean? Hey, Bateman. Do I have to be in the thing? The website? Do you have to join the website? You don't have to, but it's definitely preferred so you can know when you're booked because we booked because we post match cards, and also you can promo, start feuds if you want to. You could just upload with hashtag CMV, though, and I'll grab them. Then you can try to join at a later date. Hey, what up, Combat? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Welcome in. And Soul. So, Cop, Ogon, Bateman, and Soul. I don't think Bateman's here, though. If Bateman doesn't pick someone, then I'll give you... Oh, never mind, Cop. Got him for you. Hey, what up, Joker? Jeez, everybody coming in for the last match. All right, so we got Gale. Who'd you pick, Josh? Wait, Ogon, did you pick someone? Ogon, pick someone. Yeah, this is the winner match. Death. Who'd you pick? Oh, let's say you back at it again. Josh Wolf. It's too late. All right, Bateman's not here, so do another one. That hashtag CMV win will be enough for me to find him. I did exclamation point join. God damn it. Queener. You know, I'm just going to do random. Whoa, we got 2 fusion guys in there, so let's get another fusion guy. Crow? I don't think Hellish is here. Who's in chat right now that has a call? Oh, not a big Bison fan, eh, Joker? Jeez. That's blasphemy around these parts, you know. Chris is here, so I'll put, Chris in there. All right, he's up, win. All right, I'll grab him after I'm finished streaming here, my friend. And try to join the website. Because like I said, you don't have to, but it's preferred. Because we got match cards and you can promo. All that good stuff, etc., you know. Picked Gale, you know? Too lazy to go back. You could have stayed on Luger, you know? But no. You had to try to please Chrissy. This is what you get. I have no idea when. You'll have to keep up with the site to see when he's booked, or official CMV. Follow our Twitter right there, official CMV _, and then I'll tag you in this first matchup, whatever card it happens to be on. I don't even know what show he's going to be on yet. So.
They got this thing on YouTube.
All right, here we go, guys. No. Fatal 4-way elimination match for our winner bout of the evening. We have got two Fusion boys in Black Gale and Josh Wolf going at it, while the Genesis lads on the, Chris Sullivan and Black Gale, the Fusion boys, because Josh Wolf technically is still a part of the Genesis roster, but currently in his suspension, he has decided to make his way to the Fusion roster. We know that he'll face Travis King this Sunday at Sacrifice, coming off that win over, am I really going to draw a blank on who he beat just 2 days ago? That's my awful memory coming into play, you know? He got a victory, though. Over who? My mind won't let me know. But the Rising Star Champion going at it with Chris Sullivan. Sullivan, of course, going to be prepping up for action. In this Sunday's pre-show, he takes on his former tag team partner turned bitter foe and Kevin Silva. And again, with Hume retaining his Rising Star Championship over JT Fury on Reality Wrestling, Hume can now cash in that championship if he wants for a crack at the United States title. Currently, he's set to defend against RGP this Sunday on the Sacrifice pre-show. But if he decides to cash in beforehand, then the title will be vacated. And I guess we'll have to see who RGP will fight instead to crown a new champion. Black Gale, of course, we all know he's struggled with his vices and his addictions, and he's always been a bit out there, but especially lately he's been losing it even more after defeating Hume at Validation. But by countout, he won the match, but not the championship. And Black Gale was supposed to make his Fusion debut earlier this week, but he didn't even show up for the match. He was supposed to take on Azrael, but just no-show. Didn't even show up to the arena. And look at this little rematch as Hume now goes at it with Gale. And this is elimination, which means that we need 3 pins or submissions to go down. Last man standing going to be the victor. Ogon. Ogon, make a tweet. Ogon, tweet, Ogon. Hopefully you're still here. Yeah, guess who was in here earlier, Cop? And Crizzy. Fucking Trim stopped by. Big Dave Turner himself just randomly popped in and said hello. That caught me off guard. Don't think he's been in a CMV stream since 2K15. That threw me for a loop. Well, look at in the ring right now, guys. Chris Sullivan looking to pick up a big boost momentum if he can knock off the first ever 2-time Rising Star champion. That half Nelson neck breaker. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. You know, Wolf doesn't want to suffer defeat. He's got possibly the biggest match of his career coming up, taking on a former world champion in Travis King. And ever since Josh Wolf showed up on Fusion, King has had his number on 3 separate occasions. Will this Sunday be different? Can Wolf get one up over the perfect specimen? Right now, it looks like Chris Sullivan might want to have one up over him. But Hume making a mistake if you ask me. Why would he not allow Sullivan to try to eliminate Joshy Boy? I do not know. Hume with a strategy of his own, I guess. Just take out everyone. Snake eyes him. Sullivan on that top turnbuckle. I said, hang on. There we go. Whispered you. You miss Topher? I miss Topher every day of my life. All right, you registered? Good. Like I said, we post cards so you can know when you're booked that way. Again, I don't know what show your guy will be on yet, Fusion or Genesis. You have to keep an eye out. Follow our Twitter. That'll probably be the easiest way for you to know when you're booked, when you get booked, etc., etc. But you can promo as well on our website. Promoing section. Start feuds and all that good stuff. No eliminations thus far as Josh Wolf just practicing his cardio. Cheeky little walk into the ropes. Black Gale, stop unloading on you right now. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. Oh my God, on the wood. Oh, poor Pendle. Neck breaker. And we're in a gym here for this live event. This is just pure wood that those two are fighting on top of right now. As Sullivan, with a leg lariat, just about knocking the head of Josh Wolf out to the crowd. Front headlock now. Sullivan actually, oh, Dragon Scooter. Sullivan kind of been beating the crap out of Josh Wolf in this matchup. Is now out of the corner. Chris with a high knee. Gonna bust the vessel of Fenrir wide open. No selling like a G. As Gale just went for his blackout finishing maneuver. I don't know exactly who he was targeting though. Still no eliminations as Gale has his hands on Hume, and the Dragon Scooter is gonna chop down the thick boy. Here comes Sullivan to put hands on Gale. Irish whip into the corner. From behind, forearm smash. Hume just jumping with joy about all the people he gets to beat up in this match. Now it's just he and Gale alone with Sullivan and Wolf down on the outside. Big knee directly to the face. Gonna break that nose maybe. What is wrong with my fish? Jawbreaker creates a little bit of distance. Here comes Josh Wolf rejoining the fight. Grabbing at his head. Not a good sign heading into this Sunday. If he suffered an injury, big fucking inverted world's strongest slam. Talk about getting crushed. Gale gonna roll to the outside, looking to recuperate as now Joshy Boy, the first ever two-time Rising Star champion, flattens the current Rising Star champion with a single underhook DDT. Now perhaps looks to eliminate Hume, but Sullivan from behind gonna catch him with a reverse DDT. Once again, Sullivan with a half Nelson backbreaker. Seems to have some sort of problem with Josh this match. Wolf's just getting beat to bloody hell. Black Gale on the apron as Hume looking to go up to the top rope. The big boy trying to fly as Sullivan out of the corner, prepping to nail Josh again. Didn't look like he caught all of that, but perhaps enough into the pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. I don't know how Wolf kicked out of that, but damn, Wolf just got freaking tossed. Black Gale off the top rope with that gut wrench suplex. Hurricane Rana now by Sullivan. Josh is finding it hard to get any offense, and again, gonna plummet to the outside. Good place for him to be, though. Can't be pinned out there. Back into the ring comes Black Gale. Going right to work on Sullivan. Looking to drop him with a reverse DDT. Here comes the Rising Star champion as well, though. Blindsiding Gale. Of course, people have been talking ever since Validation how much of a fluke it was that Hume retained when it was Black Gale who won the match. Well, Gale in big time trouble right now, looking to prove it wasn't a fluke. Kick to the side of the head. And now Sullivan, they're just taking turns beating down Gale. Snap suplex, float over, but a rope break. I'm gonna save him right there. Why are they all ganging up on Gale here? I do not know, but now Hume going for Wolf. Elbow is gonna try to crack Gale wide open. out of the head scissors, but instead of European uppercut, now Wolf getting hit with like his 10th finisher here, the elevator ride. 1, 2, and 3. Wolf is eliminated, as Chris Sullivan has not been eliminated, just rolls to the outside, looking to recuperate. Hopefully Josh can shake the cobwebs in time for this Sunday. He just got passed around in this matchup. It seems that way for Gale. Ooh, maybe not for much longer though. Spinning fist. Gonna knock the bejesus right out of Hume as Gale looks to pick up the 300-pounder. That was a mistake. Instead gets the knee to the midsection. Now a scoop slam drops down behind Hume. Olgon, where's the tweet? Oh, I can't tweet right now. He's in the match. Gotta wait till afterwards. Here comes Sullivan back into the ring as Josh Wolf has to hit the showers. Maybe look for a nice massage. Maybe Sullivan going for another final cut, but Blackgale says, nah, not about that life, but instead goes for a power bomb. Tris with a couple of punches to the top of the noggin. Gonna set himself free. Wrong time to taunt though, rookie. Gonna pay for that as now Gale looking to check him right into place with a GTS, maybe. Last second clutch reversal though. Now Gale looking to take a quick breather. Oh, it's Hume just sending Sullivan plummeting into the mat. Oh no. Once again, kicks out the knee and the legs right to the chest, lighting it up. Some fireworks going on, and the Chrome Dome bat get boom, slap right up. These versatile strikes by the Rising Star champion. Should have gone for the pin after that. Instead, an Irish whip gonna put Sullivan in the corner. Hume obviously has something in mind, some dastardly plans to execute. Misses the kick. Now Sullivan's gonna pay for it. Hume from behind with a wrestling takedown, showing off that amateur background a little bit. Hume just stops, pulls the phone out of his trunks. Hold up, I gotta make a tweet. Oh, Gale takes out Sullivan with the spinning fist, but then caught with a elevator ride. Hume looking for a second elimination. 1, 2, but he's not gonna get it. Gale surviving as he gets his shoulder up off the canvas. Rip Sullivan. Gale. German suplex. Jesus, why is everybody dying in this match? Sully to the top, perched high. Looks to take to the air, and he kind of catches Hume. Takes himself out more than anything. Gale with a back elbow now. A little rematch from Validation going down to the ring. Oof. Open palms right to the chest. That'll take the air right out of you, make it super hard to breathe. Look at this little twisting scoop slam by the big man, the thick boy. That's going to take the energy right out of him, though. The Rising Star champion down on one knee. That's going to allow Gale to start stirring, try to get up to his feet. Sullivan looking to do the same on the outside. Josh Wolf been eliminated. What a fatal four-way this has been. Headbutt. Using his own body as a weapon, as now Hume going to turn to the crowd and mock them. He knows how much the CM Universe hates him. Basks in their disdain. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan, very impressive in this matchup, I have to say. Kind of coming out of nowhere. Been beating everybody's ass. Caught between the legs. Looks like a head scissors trying to get off some more elbows, but Gale, not about that life. Instead, caught with a jawbreaker. Hume's just chilling in the side, waiting for an opening, waiting to jump on an opportunity like this right here. Gale not even seeing him coming, headbutt to the back of the head, and then just toss him like a sack of dirty laundry. Gale gonna roll to the outside as now Sullivan is targeted. Looking for a second elimination. Hume gonna bring it all home. Elevator ride to the rookie. 1, 2. Jeez Louise. Hume not having a whole lot of luck with the elevator now. Instead gonna seek to try to force the submission Out of Sully. Beast bite applied. Center of the ring. Sullivan now able to escape with a knee to the side of the head. I don't know where Chris is coming from with this performance in this match. Hopefully he brings it this Sunday against Kevin Silva. Oh, man. What a slam that was. Surprised didn't send him right to the goddamn canvas. Here comes Gale rejoining the fray. As he's going to try to put Hume up against the ropes, but the Rising Star Champion breaks free of his grasp at the last second. Irish whip now. Gale set into the corner. Sullivan back to his feet, coming up from behind. Rising Star Champion doesn't see him focused on what he's going to do to Gale. Blindsided from behind. Reverse DDT. And now Hume taken out. Sullivan throwing himself right into the turnbuckles. Gale able to move out of the way. Oh, man. Arm wrench. Black Gale, you see him clutching at his ribs. That's never a good sign. Could have a cracked one, maybe bruised. A little bit of showing off. I don't know if that's such a great idea. Late into this hard-hitting fatal four-way, Hume trying to regain the energy to get back up to his feet. Grabs him by that chrome dome. A little bit too slippery, though. Jawbreaker instead. And now Sullivan with a classic Russian leg sweep. Rising Star Champ slides back into the ring. Sullivan not seeing him. Completely oblivious to his presence. And, oh man, okay. Just stomping on him. Rip Sullivan. Gale is just catching that work in this match. My goodness, just taking turns, everybody. Oh, and now a second time, all the way up and back down again for the elevator ride. That's a rope break, though. I don't know if that's lucky. Gale is saved, but that's just going to continue the onslaught. Back and forth they go. Sullivan on all fours, huffing and puffing, man. I don't know what he's got left in him, but whatever there is, going to try to utilize to bring home that big W. As saving Gale, that doesn't make much sense to me. Why wouldn't he try to let Hume eliminate Gale? I don't know. Maybe a little bit of an alliance being formed between Sullivan and Gale, realizing how big of a threat Hume is. Seems like it. Now a DDT attempted. Hume going to break out of it, though. Wrong time to pray, my friend. Just going to drop down in front of both of them. Oh, leg lariat. Hume chopped down the side. Busted open. Gale going to steal the pin here. Will it be enough? It nearly is, but not quite. Kick to the shoulder. Just kicking back at Gale's leg now. Gale's like, come on, man. Let me do it. Front headlock. Yes, teamwork. Kick to the gut. DDT. Taken out for the time being. That partnership didn't last long. Now DDT to Gale. Going for that arm. Oh, my second favorite submission hold. Has the arm trapped between the legs, wrenching on the jaw, but a nice snapmare by Gale to escape the hold. Face to face they stand, and Gale, what the hell is he doing? Gale, I don't know, what was he doing, a war dance or something? What the hell that was. Oh, Gale dropped off the shoulders of Hume, but only to be cracked over the knee. With that half Nelson into the pin as well. Gale has taken a whole lot of damage, more than any normal man can endure, and still able to kick out there. Kick to the chest, double kick. Now Sullivan and Hume have apparently formed some sort of alliance as Sully out of the corner. Lining up the shot, looking for that high knee, but Hume says, nah. Might have made an elimination. The Rising Star Champion didn't break things up there. What up, Twitch? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome to CMV. Gale. What's he doing? Well, I think Gale has taken too many hits to the head of this matchup. Sullivan from behind with a German suplex and a beautiful bridge, but still can't get the elimination. Woo! Sullivan's feeling good about himself right now. Keeps trying to hit his finisher on Black Gale here, but Hume just not allowing it. Getting the bejesus kicked out of him. This is the former contender for the Rising Star Championship. Now Sullivan getting a bit of revenge. Gale's like, all right, I've had enough of this double teaming. Gonna roll to the outside, allowing Sullivan. Oh, what a kick, man. That was directly to the face. Damn. Ooh, mamacita. Now the big boy with a spinning side slam down onto the knee. Gale taking his good old time trying to recuperate. Again with the Beast Bite. Beast Bites galore by Hume in this match. My goodness. Trying to force the submission. Now Gale repays the favor from Sullivan earlier, saving him. Sullivan gonna break up Gale's back suplex attempt. Sullivan wants it for himself. Chris Sullivan coming in on a big elimination. Final cut to the Rising Star Champion while Gale does his war dance again, and Sullivan's not gonna make the pin. Hopefully Gale is smart enough to do so. Nope. Gale wants to inflict a bit more damage, I guess. A mistake, though. Now Hume gonna go for the final cut again. Spinning back fist by Gale. Lifting reverse DDT. Hume on spaghetti legs. Dazed and confused. Gale to the apron. Gale to the apron. Blackout. Blackout to Hume. After the final cut, all the damage together, will it be enough? 1, 2, 3, it will. Gale eliminates the Rising Star Champion. Gets one up over Hume again. And now it comes down to Gale and Sullivan, who's still in La La Land on the outside. Gale has to go and collect him. Kick to the chest. Gale would be wise, though, not to underestimate Sullivan, especially after his performance in this match, man. The rookie looking to use the ropes, get himself back up to his feet, though. Gale zooming in like a shark in the water, smells the blood. Couple of elbows to the midsection. 3 to be exact, gonna set himself free. Sullivan closing on this huge win. Sullivan with the final cut. Gale down and out, poised for the elimination. What are you doing, Sully? To the top rope, I guess wants to make sure that the job is done. I don't even know if Gale knows where he is right now as he wobbles to his feet, chopped down with a punch to the face and a chop to the brain. Sullivan putting in all kinds of work right now. Leg lariat. The heel of his boot just catching Gale's throat. Black Gale, though, given a window. Knee to the midsection. Now into the front headlock. Wrenching that arm. Picking him up. And then another wrench gonna drop him down. Gale. Oh, spinning back fist deflected. Goes for a clothesline, countered. Punch directly to the face, gonna connect. Once more to the front headlock. Again, gonna target that arm, but look at Chris Sullivan go. How great has this kid been tonight? Calf kick puts down Gale. And now a standing moonsault to show his agility. Wipes the sweat from his face. This has been an absolute war. Josh Wolf from Seo Yuma eliminated. Into the jaw now, coming in from behind. Able to escape that waist lock, though, with a couple of well-placed elbows. Now it's Hume, or rather, Hume's in the back now. Gale on the defensive with a half-and-half suplex. Spinning fist, maybe gonna try to get it off again. No, another half-and-half suplex instead. If it works once, why not try it again? Hook to the jaw. Gale in the driver's seat. Going hard in the motherfucking paint right now. Dropped out of the electric chair into the German. Bridge as well to boot. Will that be enough? Nope. Just a 2 count. You can tell that Gale, both these guys just drenched in sweat from head to toe. You can tell how tired. Wait a minute. Gale with some dirty heel tactics. Feet on the middle rope. Referee Perry White not seeing it. But Sullivan not going to get cheated out of a victory. Gale. Kick to the midsection now, going for that arm once again. I don't know what Gale's fascination with the arm has been in this match. Falling down to one knee, collapsing out of exhaustion. Black Gale has hands on Sullivan. Gets taken overhead though with the fireman's carry. Every time you think Black Gale might have it, Sullivan's there to meet him. What a match. Spinning back fist again, reverse. And there's the leg lariat a second time. Black Gale just says, nah, didn't even feel it. Boot right up under the chin. And Gale down the sobering Whiskey River. The bridging reverse package powerbomb. 1, 2, no! Chris Sullivan, look at Gale's like, nah. 1, 2, no! Gale can't believe that wasn't enough. I can't believe it. What has gotten into Sully? Dropping out of that scoop slam attempt. And Gale's like, come on, man. Slapping himself, making sure he's awake. Gale's feeling it. What does he got to do, though? Oof. Back suplex gonna drop him on his neck, center of the ring, and now Gale knows what's coming. He knows what it's gonna take. Vintage Gale with the blackout. Connecting flush into the pin, and that's gotta be it. Uno, dos, and the tres Black Gale with a great win. What a fatal four-way. Black Gale, the last man standing, eliminating Matsuo U-Man Chris Sullivan to do so. What a performance, though. Round of applause by Sullivan. Let's just hope he brings that same A-game to this Sunday, the pre-show sacrifice, where he battles Kevin Silva. Black Gale, victorious. Look at that face. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. As always, if you like what you saw and you are new to the show, make sure that you do drop a follow so that you know when I go live. If you would like your call featured on the program on one of our many shows, ! Join in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website. If you're just curious to know more about us, ! CMV. We'll give you some information. Official CMV _ our Twitter. You can follow us for cards and updates and all that good stuff. My YouTube channel with all the past episodes of CMV is linked on my Twitch info page if you want to check those out, guys. And Unmatched by Big Copy Boy, going to be coming on in about 10 minutes or so. So make sure you catch that as well. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow night for Genesis.